Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Becky and I am a first grade teacher here in Ohio. So today, or actually this week, is just a very hectic week. So today is Tuesday. I have it written up on the board. It's 2/22/22. So we have like a ton of stuff just going on today and this week. So on Friday, we had a snow day. So this morning was like crazy because I was getting stuff ready, just figuring out what I wanted to do since I didn't have any time to plan or get anything ready on Friday. And we had yesterday off because it was President's Day. So today we have stuff for Tuesday. I also started time capsules with my kids when it was 2/22. So we're finishing that today, that they will open in the year 2033. So my first graders this year will graduate that year. So it'll be 3/3/33 is when they're supposed to open them. So I'm getting them all ready. I have all of our stuff here. We pretty much finished them before, but I just had I wanted them to write a letter to themselves. I had a letter for them and just a few other things. So we're finishing that up today. We're celebrating the Tuesday, and then we're also learning about some presidents. If you can see behind me, we have George Washington. So it's just a crazy busy day. But this morning I did not do any reading groups because I knew that it would just be too hectic. And I'm trying to see if I can find the paper I had them do this morning. So it was a letter to their future self. So they did that. And then they got to make these little happy Tuesday hats. And I had almost all but one finish their hats. I'm trying to find a good hat to show you. But it looks like this, and it was just super cute. They seem to enjoy the hats, and I enjoy them as well. And then I had a few people who finished early, so I had just the symmetry, since it's two, the other side symmetry. So they did robots and wrote little stories for them. But I have all of my stuff here for the time capsules that I'm sending home today. And it was also super crazy because on Friday, our district finally took away our mask mandate. So now they're optional. So my kids came in and they were like, oh my gosh, no masks. So that was crazy. And then just the week is crazy. And I believe it's student appreciation week this week. So there were some parents and stuff who greeted the kids as they came in. So they're like, what is going on? So it's just been a crazy morning. I tried to do a read aloud and my kids were just not sitting still. But you know what? It's a fun week. I'm excited. We're going to be doing a lot with President's Day the rest of this week, since I'm not doing a ton today. I'm just learning about and reading some books about the presidents. And then Friday, I'm so excited, is our Disney Day. So it's supposed to be last Friday and it got postponed to now this Friday. So excited. My bell just came in and it fits great. So my kids this morning mentioned, they're like, can you decorate the classroom? So I might go and stop by the dollar store sometime this week and see if they have any stuff. But it is my lunchtime right now. I'm starving. I'm gonna go eat, but I will check in later and show you kind of what I'm doing for the rest of the day. I'm not doing anything strenuous the rest of this day. It's just fun, Tuesday stuff. And some fun centers and some fun writing. I think in writing, we're just going to fill out our stuff on the presidents. I have a George Washington book, and I also have an Abraham Lincoln one that I would love to read, but I don't know. They were crazy with George Washington. So I might only get through one president today and save the other one for tomorrow. So we'll see. But I am excited. It'll be a fun week and it'll be a short week. But I'm also a little nervous because it is supposed to snow again on Thursday and Friday. And if I have to postpone my Disney party one more time, I'm going to freak out. So hopefully the snow will be calm, but I heard it's supposed to be crazy again. So we will see. I was happy the first couple snow days, and now I'm just it's messing up all my plans. So hopefully it won't be too bad and we can come to school and we can have the party. But if not, I guess I'll just postpone it again for Monday. But I don't want a Monday party. But I'm gonna go eat and then you'll see me later. I am back. It is the afternoon. We made it. It is just a crazy day today. We just had the announcements not too long ago. We were trying to have a dance party at 2:22 for 2 minutes and 22 seconds, and it didn't play very well over the loudspeaker. So my kids are at special right now, so they were there, so I walked down, but there wasn't very much music. So we're just gonna have a dance party in here whenever they come back from special. I think I'm gonna play 22 by Taylor Swift because I love Taylor Swift, and 22. I also got the stuff for their cookie party that we're gonna have. I just passed back all of their time capsule stuff. So I mentioned earlier we did time capsules on 2/22, and then we finished them today. So this is just what I'm sending home in. It's like super basic, but here's their time capsule box. And then this is just like my time capsule folder. So we didn't get a chance to get to this paper, but I'm just going to send this one home with them to do if they want to. And then we just did a few papers, and then if they want to add stuff at home, they can. But I sent like them a little letter from me. I found this in the TPT store. If I remember, I'll link it down below. But then we just did like their handprint, and they filled out their favorite things right here. And then they just did a picture. They drew a picture of them in first grade, their teacher in first grade, their family, and then what they want to be when they grow up. So I had them do that on 2/22, and then today they wrote themselves a letter, and then I passed them my letter. So we're just going to finish that up. I passed it all back to them, but we just need to put it all together. And then the rest of this afternoon, we're going to have our little dance party. We're going to have our cookie party, and then math today. I was like finally cleaning up my room because it looks like a tornado rolled in through here, but we did skip counting, which some of my kids got it right away, and other kids looked at me like I had 5 heads. So that was interesting. And then they did this like I have twos pair picture, so that was really fun for them. And then if they had extra time, they got to go on one of like our math things on their Chromebook. And then writing today, I just did a quick and easy twin paper. Like I would want to be a twin or I wouldn't want to be a twin. We're kind of in our like opinion writing unit, but I'm also still doing some stuff of like nonfiction writing, so like writing our own like nonfiction stories with like the table of contents. So I'm kind of going back and forth between that just because they get sick of one and then I switch to the other. So right now we did kind of that, but I think the rest of this week we're going to do all about books about either George Washington or what's his name, Abraham Lincoln. So we'll like learn about both of them and then they'll get to pick, because we've already written 2 books already. So that's kind of my plan for the rest of the day. I didn't really get to poetry today. I wanted to do more with like George Washington today, but my kids were crazy when I was trying to do my read aloud about it today. But other exciting news, I ordered some Scholastic books when we had our Scholastic book fair, and some of the books came, which I'm not gonna lie, I thought these books were gonna be bigger, but it's okay. They're both cute and they'll be nice for next year. And then I didn't have this one and I didn't have this one either, so I got all those free from, we had like parents donated and we did like coin wars, so that was with some of my money. I already bought a bunch, but these ones took a little while to come in. And that is pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll see you after school. If not, I'll see you in the morning, but they've just been very chatty today. But other than that, nothing too crazy going on today. It's just been a lot. We've had a lot of stuff going on, but I will see you guys next time. Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. It is already pretty much almost the end of the day. It's the end of my planning period, but I just didn't have any time to hop on here this morning. We had like a meeting, so I didn't get a chance to come on here. But this morning I made the copies for almost the whole week, which is pretty good for me. Although it is only Wednesday, so it was only for like 2 or 3 days. But this morning we did some stuff with some President's Day. So I had the kids make, if I were a president, I would, and then they had to finish a sentence for their portfolio, and then that didn't take long. So another center was them just like making a little booklet of some symbols of America. And then we've been working on Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. So yesterday we read George Washington, today was Abraham Lincoln, and we filled out this little like paper on him. And we also filled out one on George Washington today too. So we just have some facts. And then today in math, we were practicing story problems with Linus the Minus and Gus the Plus, which I found on Instagram, and my kids loved it. It was really good. It was like kind of like a recap of some story problems because I need to introduce a part total to them, and I kind of briefly did today, but I wanted to make sure that they really had it down of like figuring out if it was an addition or subtraction problem. So we did that. It was pretty successful. They did really well. I'm in my planning period now, and I was actually pretty productive ish and started my March calendars. If you saw in like one of my other vlogs, I do calendars each month for them. And then they read 4 times a week. Parents sign it, they bring it back at the end of the month, they get a snack. So I'm already getting my March one ready. My kids are going to come back. We'll probably finish our Abraham Lincoln sheet, and then I'll probably give them some extra recess. They haven't had extra recess in a little while, so I think I'm gonna give it to them today, and then I just have some time to work on some things. I have a folder for Dr. Seuss, and I also have a folder for 100's Day. Well, 120 Day. We do 120 celebration, so I'm gonna go through both of those folders. My mentor teacher gave me hers, and then I just like go through and find ones that I wanna have, and I make copies of them. So I'm probably gonna do that while my kids are having their extra recess. But it is almost the end of the day. Been a crazy day. They're like not as crazy as they were yesterday, but just like the talking and just like some of the things, like today during my read aloud, like one of my kids had their shoes like half on their feet and they're like wrestling with the kid next to them and like fighting over the shoe, and I'm just like what? Like they are almost in 2nd grade and they're still just doing like crazy stuff, like crawling all over the floor, rolling around, like just insane stuff. So it's just like little things like that that just happen throughout the day that I'm just like, what is going on? But other than that, they haven't been too bad. It's just like the little things that just keep totaling and totaling and totaling. So hopefully we can make it through the day. I am like totally exhausted. I just haven't been getting a ton of sleep. I'm just kind of getting into the schedule since we had such a long weekend. And yeah, so I'm gonna go home right after school today. No gym today for me, so that'll be nice, and hopefully I can get some stuff done. But I need to go pick my kids up from their special, and I'll see you guys later just to let you know how the rest of the day went, even though there's not a lot left, but you will see me later. We made it to the end of the day. My kids are gone, and we had a pretty good rest of the afternoon. It was really only like 45 minutes, so not too bad. We got through all of our Abraham Lincoln stuff, which was exciting. I was motivating them to get to extra recess sooner, which was fine, but I feel like the afternoon did get a little crazy though, because I had 2 girls who lost their tooth, and then I had another girl whose tooth was like loose but it wasn't coming out, and then I had another girl cut her finger. There was just like blood on blood like all afternoon. I don't know, or like the last like 30-45 minutes, so I don't know what was going on with that, but I feel like the custodian's gonna like freak out because I have a bunch of bloody tissues in my trash can right now. I sent like I think 2 of them to the office, so the other ones I like just like we just gotta make it through. But other than that, everything else was good. I just fixed their name tags. I had like 4 kids whose name tags were like split in half, so I remade them, got them laminated, and I just taped them on and then retaped some other people's. I have my morning work already out for tomorrow. They're just doing like this little president's tracing book, and then they get to color, so it's with like George Washington, obviously Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, and John F. Kennedy. And that's it. And then tomorrow I think we're gonna do a fun craft, and then I'm hoping to do part total in math, so nothing too crazy. I'm trying to keep it like low-key because Friday is gonna be insane with our Disney day, so trying to keep it normal tomorrow, and then after that I'll be fine. But I'm about to go home and relax. I think I'm gonna look through, I didn't get a chance to look through Dr. Seuss stuff and 120 Day of School stuff for next week and the week after, so I think I'm gonna go home and do that while I'm watching some TV. And I will be here bright and early tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow morning. It's for SBIT, which is like our student-based intervention team for kids that we're concerned about. We meet and then they give us suggestions of things that we can do to like fix it or see if we need to get them on an IEP, stuff like that. I'm sure everybody has that, but it's just called different stuff. But here it's called SBIT. So I have that in the morning tomorrow. So I might get here a little bit early just to prepare. I pretty much got everything ready, but just to make sure everything's good. And then I have that right before school and then up until the kids come. So my morning will be kind of crazy. So I might not talk to you until the afternoon. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully you'll feel well rested by tomorrow. Good afternoon, everyone. It is a Thursday, so It is already almost the end of the day. It's my planning period, but today's been crazy. I had a meeting this morning for one of my kids that I'm concerned about, and then the morning actually went really, really well. My kids were like so loud and so crazy the past couple of days that I've been like laughing that they wore themselves out because they were like silent this morning. They were so good. So they were really good this morning, and I tested them on their sight words. I try and test them like every month or so to just like see where they're at. Of course, we practice, like I go through the list, like which quarter they're in, and then make a list of ones that they need to practice, and then they practice them at home, and I practice them in their group, and then I'll retest them every month. So I did that today, and I had one of my kiddos who like literally he was in kindergarten sight words, like I think quarter 3 or quarter 4, and today he literally could tell me all of the first grade words, like quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, and he only missed like a couple sight words in each quarter. So I was just like blown away. So that pretty much like made my morning. It was so awesome. So that was really good this morning. And then this afternoon I did math centers today, pulled my kids to the back table to do part total. That's something we've been working on. And then after math we started working on this craft, which I think is awesome and hilarious. We've been learning about George Washington and Abe Lincoln. So it has George Washington, and then if you flip it, it's Abe Lincoln. So we are not done yet. My room is an absolute disaster, as it always is when we do some sort of craft. But they're at special right now. But that's what we were doing before, and we're going to finish it when they come back. But right now, I really need to go through some Dr. Seuss stuff. So I'm getting really nervous because we were supposed to have an author come in tomorrow and visit us, and I guess they rescheduled because they have a feeling that we're gonna have a snow day tomorrow. And if you watched my last vlog, you would know that we had a snow day last Friday, which normally you're like, why are you not happy about a snow day? I am, but that would mean that I'd have to postpone my Disney party for a second time. And if I postpone it, I'm going to do it on Monday because it has been long enough, and I am super excited and just want to get it over with because I know the kids are like itching to get to it. So that means I'm going to have it next Monday, which is going to be insane. So again, I will do it if I have to, but I'm also like, oh my gosh, another snow day. So I'm going to go through some Dr. Seuss stuff that my mentor teacher gave me because she wants to make copies in case we have a snow day, and I want to go through it in case we have a snow day. So I'm going to do that right now. But the rest of the afternoon is just going to be finishing up our craft, and the kids actually, it's Student Appreciation Week this week, so they have like goodie bags that I need to pass out. So maybe I'll give them some time at the end. It just kind of depends on how long this craft takes us and if we have extra recess. But overall, they've been pretty good today. This afternoon, a little more just with chatting and stuff. But this morning was fantastic. I think they earned like 3 warm and fuzzies this morning. I was like passing them out like free candy. It was insane. So hopefully the rest of the day is good, and hopefully we're here tomorrow. Oh, I really hope so. But I'm gonna go look through the stuff. I have like 20 minutes left, and then it'll be time for me to pick up my kids. Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. Obviously, since I'm here, that means that we did not have a snow day today. So it is our Disney day. I am all decked out in my Belle dress. It is actually already the afternoon because this morning I was running late because I was like getting ready, and we had a staff meeting this morning, and literally I've only had one day this week where I had my whole morning because we had a meeting on Wednesday, a meeting yesterday, and then we had a staff meeting today. So I did not have time to talk to you this morning, but it is Disney Day. We have ridden a ton of virtual rides already. If none of my kids' faces are in it, I took some videos of some of our rides that my class did. So I will put them in right here. If their faces are not in them, I will play them right now. But I am having like the most fun day ever. It has been such a long time since I've like actually had like a fantastic day, and today is one of them. I'm having so much fun. Like, this is the reason why I became an elementary school teacher. But if you cannot tell, I have like glitter all over me. Everyone is like loving my Belle dress. My girls were so surprised. But I will go ahead and I will show you my slides. If you watch like my last vlog, I kind of included it, a little snippet of it, but I can show you a little bit more. So this morning we rode on my kids came in, I had Disney music playing, they got to do some Disney coloring sheets, and then once everyone was here, ready, attendance taken, everything, I had my kids do Disney bands, and they got to make them, and then whenever we get on a ride, they just scan their badge here. I also moved all my desks into like a U so that they can put their chairs right there so that we can all get on. So after they decorated their bands, then they went and they got on the airplane and we flew to Florida, and then we landed, got to Disney and did a couple rides. After a couple rides, I made them do a paper to get a ticket for the next ride. So that ticket was this nouns and verbs Disney edition paper that I just made up. So they had to color it a certain color if it was a noun or if it was a verb. So they did that, and then we rode a couple more rides, and then they had to do another paper for me this morning. So clearly we did no reading groups today. But after that, then they had to do this, and it was like a color by number, so it's literally just like 1 and 2. They had to color the 1's black and the 2's blue, and it ended up being like a Disney logo. And I might have one of my kids done. Let me see if I can find a good one. Yeah, so it'll look like this, and it's just like the Disney logo. So they did that. Then that gave them a ticket to another ride. We did another virtual ride, and then we had our mystery reader. I do mystery reader every Friday. So one of my kids' grandmas came in, she read them a couple stories, and her stories were really short, so she actually came in a little early. So she came in and she got to go on one of the rides with them, and then after her stories we had time for 2 more rides because they were both really short. I think they were both like 4 minutes each, so not all of them are long. I only had a couple of them were maybe like 11 minutes, but all the other ones were pretty short. So we did those. So we have 4 more rides left for the afternoon, but I will flip my camera around and I will show you the slides that my 2nd grade teacher crossed off for me made, that I just like switched up a couple rides so that they would be different for the kids next year when she does Disney Day again. But I'm like loving Disney Day. It is so fun. So first, when my kids walked in, I had this on and then some music playing in the background. And then after, sorry, I gotta switch slides. After I did this, they got to decorate their badge. I told them our plane was leaving soon. So once all of my kids got their badges and cut them out, I took like a picture of them in front of here to send to their parents. And then after, we did next stop Disney World, and I actually had a plain little video / simulator that we went on. And then our first, oh man, I hate that it plays that. Let me go to the second one. Then we arrived and we went to the Mickey and Minnie runway. And then next we went to Frozen, which of course my girls like freaked out about. And afterwards, we went to Splash Mountain. This was quite possibly my favorite one. I had like a spray bottle and I stood in the back and I sprayed my kids without them knowing a couple times, and they were flipping out, and this was probably one of my favorite ones. It was so much fun. I highly suggest spraying your kids with water if you do Splash Mountain, because it's hilarious to see their reactions. And I tried to do like a little bit of a scarier one and not as like girly ones for my boys, and I ended up doing the Haunted Mansion. My kids, for some reason, like came in this week and they've never talked about the Haunted Mansion, like the movie, and they kept talking about this one. So I included this one in here instead of like the Haunted Hollywood Hotel, and they absolutely loved this one. And then we went under the sea and we did The Little Mermaid, which my girls loved. And at this point, my boys were like, when are you gonna do ones for us? And we're actually gonna go and do some Universal Studio rides in the afternoon. So I know that they will absolutely love those ones. But they were excited about Mount Everest. All of my kids love this one, and this one, like, you actually were in the coaster a little bit more, so this one was super fun for them as well. And then the last one we got to before lunch was the Incredible Coaster, which was so much fun for them. This one was like one of their favorites, which was super fun, and it was very short. It was only like 4 minutes. So I really, really enjoyed this one. So like I said, it is lunch. We have math and writing to do this afternoon and 4 more rides. I will show you the 4 more rides and the paper in the afternoon. I am starving. It is my lunchtime. I'm like covered in sparkles. I just like see them glistening. But my kids have indoor recess, so I want to go and get out of here before they come in. But I'm gonna go eat, and then I will show you all of my afternoon stuff this afternoon. But I am enjoying it so much. Like, I highly suggest that everyone does a Disney day. It is so much fun. It's the afternoon. My kids just went to special, and I definitely underestimated the amount of time it was going to take them to do their math. So I found online these 100 chart mystery picture, and my kids have been working on writing their numbers to 120, and this one's only to 100. So they're supposed to write it and color it, and then it would end up looking a little something like this. My first mistake was I was trying to give my boys Mickey and my girls Minnie just for fun to have 2 different mystery pictures, and I accidentally flipped them and gave my girls Mickey and my boys Minnie, and they were like freaking out because they had the wrong one. And then it like took them forever to do. We didn't even get to writing. We were gonna do like a fun little writing, like free write of like my favorite Disney movie is this, and then tell me some reasons why. We didn't even get to that. We only were able to get through the math because it took them so long, and some of the kids I ended up just like filling in some of the numbers just so that they'd have a chance to even color some of it. And then we got through our last 4 rides this afternoon. All we have left is the fireworks show, which my kids don't know this, but we are having a Marco's Pizza day right here. So we do Marco's Pizza night. My kids won it the last time, and they don't know. So we are gonna have a Marco's Pizza party this afternoon to kind of finish off Disney Day. And then I'm gonna show the fireworks, and then that'll be pretty much the end of the day when they get here. But yeah, it's been good still. My kids are just getting a little crazy. They were good this morning, and now they're just like getting mad at each other because people are talking during the rides and they can't see well because they're not front row and just stuff like that. But you know what? Overall, we're having a pretty good and really fun day, and I'm having a great time. So I will flip my camera on and I will show you the last 4 rides that we do, and I'll show you my dress. So this is my dress right here. Like I said, I found it off of Amazon, and originally I was not going to get all dressed up, but since I had a snow day last week, I had time. This was literally only like $28, and I'm gonna be honest, I love it. I already know that I'm going to like get my use out of it. My only complaint is all the sparkles. Literally, like everything is covered in sparkles, but other than that, I absolutely love it. It has like these like straps right here, but I didn't really like it with the pink, so I just like tucked it to the side. But yeah, this is my Disney dress, and I love it. And then instead of showing you it on my smartboard, I'm just going to show it to you here. So the last one we did was, what was it called? Incredibles. Sorry, my mind went blank. It was the Incredibles, and then we like skipped to Universal and did some Universal rides. So we had Despicable Me, then we had Velociraptors, which my kids went crazy for, and then I personally am obsessed with Jaws, so I had to include Jaws, which was really cool. They really liked this one too, and I have quite a few Harry Potter fans, so I did like a Harry Potter one with them. So those are like the 4 that we did this afternoon, and then I have like the Disney firework show for them that they will get to watch when they come back. So I'll pass out some pizza for them, and then I will play this while they're eating their pizza, and then that is the end. Like I said, I got this from one of my one of my friends across the hall, and like these are some of the ones that she had. So she had same Universal, but she did Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, and then she had Toy Story, Ratatouille, and then instead of the Harry Potter one I chose, she did Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. So I just took these ones out. Oh, and
the Hollywood Tower. So I took those ones out so that I would have some different ones, so that next year when she does it, some of the ones that she does, they haven't seen before. So I kind of liked, though, adding some personal touches to it myself. So it was really awesome and really fun and not that hard to make. I know that she kind of made like the bones of it, but I still loved it and it was super fun. And the nice thing about having these extra rides is that, like, if I need to, if we have more time, I can always just pull up one of these extra rides.
Like I said, my kids are special. So it is my planning period, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm like exhausted just from like the day and the week. But I think I'm gonna organize some of my things, put some stuff away, and maybe start looking at some stuff for next week and get an idea for Monday, and at least have like a little bit of Monday done. I have about 20 minutes, but I also need to keep an eye out for the pizza when that comes and get everything set up and ready for them when they get back. So just doing a little bit of stuff here, and I feel like planning already is like flying by, and it always does. So I have a little bit of time left, and I'm gonna try and be a little bit productive, but like I said, nothing too strenuous because my brain cannot handle it any longer. And just like that, we made it to the end of the day. Honestly, barely. Literally, as soon as they found out there was pizza, didn't tell them about, they went insane, like crazy, really craziest like they've ever been. I put on like the Disney like light show and stuff, which was awesome, by the way. I have not been to Disney in years, like since I was a kid, and I definitely didn't appreciate it because now I like 100% want to go to Disney. But they just like were going crazy. They're like, we have a sugar rush, and they're all like laughing and like shouting across the room and trying to dance and like all this stuff, and I could not get them to calm down. So it was really frustrating, but I was like, you know what, it's just the end of the day. We had a nice fun day other than that, but just like the last bit like did me in. I'm ready for the weekend. The pizza was great. The kids loved it. I had an awesome day, but I'm now exhausted. So I am going to go to the gym so I don't have to go tomorrow. I'm gonna go, and then I just have a nice relaxing weekend ahead of me, and I'm probably just gonna be watching Disney movies the rest of the week, and because I just loved all the rides and stuff. So that is it for this vlog. Hopefully you enjoyed. It was a crazy week, but it was a good one and a great end to our week. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below if you have any questions about Disney Day, or if you are just as excited about it as me. And I will see you guys next time. So bye.